Okay, guys, welcome to another Monday night of Grubb Cast. If you guys can hear me, somebody throw a thumbs up real quick for me. Okay, I got a thumbs up. Running a little behind tonight to get things set up, but we're here. Okay, gonna go ahead. Uh-oh, that would have really been bad. I'm gonna break out this rod here, guys. I don't know that you can even get this rod anymore from Fish Sticks. This was the original rod that I ended up with. I actually broke a rod at Lake Erie and in a state championship, and I needed a rod for flipping. And I talked to a guy that was on Fish Sticks team at the time, and told him I needed a rod, and I talked him out of this rod. And once I used it, I was like, I've got to figure out how I can get these rods. So he actually hooked me up that winter at the show with Dale and Wendy, and I talked to him, and that's when they put me on staff. And that's been, I think, six or 7 years ago, maybe even longer than that. I need to check into that and see exactly how long I have been on their staff. But this rod here is the original MB3. It's a 7'3" 10, and it is the old Warrior rod blank. And like I said, I don't even think they carry them anymore, but it's named the Big Nasty. And I mean, even after all the blanks and stuff that they've come to now with the American made blanks and stuff, I still really like this rod here too. So, but guys, if you want a rod, reach out to me or go on the internet to fishsticks.com and get your rod, and you can use TG15 to get you a little discount. I get credit and you guys get a discount. So if you want a rod from Fish Sticks, just go to fishsticks.com and put in TG15 on your order. You'll get a little discount. Hey, Steve Calder, go ahead and hit off the sponsors here real quick. As you know, Fish Sticks is my top sponsor. They really, really do wonders for me. I can't say enough for them. Hook and Donkeys, Mike and Hook and Donkeys. He always supplies the plastics for me to do my trivia question. Tonight, we're going to have a really good trivia question. It's going to be interesting. Sanborn Builders. If you want something built, deck, remodel your house, anything, painting, I think they even do plumbing and stuff now too a little bit. So reach out to Sanborn Builders and Ace Hardware down on Richland Avenue. Stop in and see Greg or all the workers down there, Lindsay. When you're in there and you buy something, tell them you've seen me on the podcast, down talking about them and stuff. And they've got anything. Like I said, they got Blue Rock tackle down there. Get you a 10.99 jig and go out, and especially right now, the fish are coming up on the beds, and get you a 10.99 jig and throw it in there and see what that fish does to it. Hobbs Roofing. He's a roofing company out of Akron, Ohio. The Pizza Stop, like I've said, starting May, I've got another crankbait. And whoever can text me a receipt of Pizza Stop when I say whatever week it is, then you win the crankbait. So it doesn't have to be that night's receipt, just a receipt from Pizza Stop, and I'll give you a crankbait. Southern Ohio Sanitation. If you want having a get together, reunion, got some graduations coming up from for high school and stuff, get a hold of him. He'll bring you some porta johns. If you need your septic pump, get a hold of him. He'll take care of that. Just get a hold of Southern Ohio Sanitation. He's right here in Albany. Get a hold of him. He'll come anywhere and set up porta johns or pump your tank. So, okay. Well, we're going to get into tournaments. It's been a interesting week. We'll start out with last Monday night with Last Call Bassmasters. They was at Dow Lake. And Case Carson Barringer took first place. He had 3.14. Second place in Big Bass went to Mike Hamilton and Kyle Reed. There he had 2.97, and their Big Bass is 165. And third place went to Sam Parsons with 1.89. They're at Fox Lake tonight. So I think he told me, let me go back here. This Sunday, May 5th, Last Call Bassmasters will be at Seneca Lake. So this coming Sunday, they'll be at Seneca Lake. And Wednesday night at Snowden, or wait a minute, I need Tuesday night first. I tried to do this in order. Tuesday night at Burr Oak, we had first place with 5.94 went to Kobe and Bryant. That's 2 weeks in a row they got first place. Second place was, I do believe it was Howard Miller. Yeah, Howard Miller and Terry Lunsford. They had 5 pounds. Looks like 5 pounds even. And third place in Big Bass was Ryan and Garrett. And they had Big Bass with 4.32. So that was Burr Oak Tuesday night. Then Wednesday night at Lake Snowden, we had that big storm come through. And before I do that, let me go ahead and get this so everybody knows what they're going to win tonight for the trivia question. It is another Hook and Donkeys crawl dog, 4-inch crawl dog, and it's the blueberry. It's almost like a sapphire, a little darker sapphire. So whoever wins the trivia question tonight gets this package of these. I'll ship them out to you. Hey, Jeff Dyer. Yeah, next Sunday is when they're going to be at Seneca. I'll be in Tennessee next Sunday. So, but Sunday or Wednesday night at Snowden, Dylan and Donnie Phillips done it again in the high winds and tornado or the lightning and everything. They had 6.30 with 4 fish. And my partner, with no help from me, we had 6.27. So they beat us by 3/100ths of an ounce. And we had 3 fish. And we had big bass. Josh had a 3.8, I think. 3.89 was our big bass. So that was Wednesday night at Snowden. And then, hold on a second here. I said I've been running behind tonight. And Saturday, the Athens County Bassmasters was at Buckeye Lake, and first place on Saturday at Buckeye Lake for Athens County Bassmasters was Charlie Newsing. He had 5 fish for 9.84. Second place was Josh Guthrie with 5 fish with 8.27. And then I think Donnie only had 3 fish. And he got third place, Donnie Phillips, with 7.72. Big Bass went to David Ramsey, and it was an 3.89. So that was our club tournament at Buckeye. The bite was bad. I couldn't get the bite figured out. And then Sunday, we had the Big Bass Bash at Burr Oak. Okay, I'm going to do every hour Big Bass Bash, big fish. What they done is they done biggest bass of the hour and the second biggest bass. First biggest bass was $300. The second big bass was $100. And this is a neat tournament. They allow 50 boats in it. They've started a new taking entries for next year. It is April the 27th next year. And they fill up quick, guys. They had several people in line Sunday to just go ahead and pay for next year. So if you want to get in it, get a hold of me or get a hold of Mike Swearinger. Bill Walters is the one that does the entries, but we can get you a number to get to them. So our number one Big Bass was Wes Hammer with 5.14. Second Big Bass was Chrisman with a 2.70. Second hour Big Bass was White and Cummins with 5.04. Second Big Bass was Kevin and Hunter French with 3.36. Third hour Big Bass was Dottie and Harris at 5.17. Second Big Bass was Joe Hammer the Haining, 3.82. Fourth hour Big Bass was Austin and Mark Shields with 4.88. And second Big Bass was Brian Cottle with 4.01. Fifth hour Big Bass was Alan and Kenny Folks with 4.41. Second Big Bass was Tim Smith with 3.31. Sixth hour Big Bass was Randy Davis and Randy Pierce with 5.38. And second Big Bass was Wes Hammer with 3.88. Seventh hour Big Bass was Edwin Terry Porter, 6.22. And Ryan and Garrett Woods was second Big Bass with 5.23. So there was 2 big fish in that hour. And the 8th hour was George Carr and Howard Miller with Big Bass of the hour at 3.48. And second Big Bass was Bergman and Heavner with 3.20. The Big Bass of the hour, or the whole day, went to Edwin and Terry Porter at 6.22. I think that was $1,200 more. And second Big Bass of the day went to Randy Davis and Randy Pierce at 5.38. So them 2 teams, they made a little bit of money. So it was a good turnout. Run and Gun runs a real good Big Bass Bash. My guy, that my partner with me, Steve Calder, he caught 2 that we could weigh in, but it wasn't big enough. One was 280 and the other one was 278 or something like that. So, but once again, this was a rough weekend for me, but you'll have that. So Dean Hill just said here Sunday the Ohio Elite at Rocky Fork Lake. That must be Dean. Must be Dean Hill won with 7.75, and Big Bass Miles Johnson got second with 7.05. So that was down at Rocky Fork. And like I said, guys, if you guys want me to, say what you guys done and caught and stuff at these tournaments, just let me know. I'll post it on here. So that means Dean's back from Florida. And if you have tournaments coming up that you want me to announce, let me know. Give me a heads up and I'll announce them. Got to break out my Fisher away bag a couple times this weekend. Won at the tournament at Buckeye. I didn't get no pictures with it because I was having a little bit of boat difficulties, and I actually found out that the wind and the stuff, the waves, I'd run the bird just a little hard, and a wire had come loose to the solenoid, and I lost my trim and stuff. But I got her fixed back at the ramp and got it back up and going and stuff. So, but that's the thing, guys. And another thing, on boats and stuff, when we run these boats on these water, especially Lake Erie, bolts and screws and nuts and everything comes loose. You should take time and check them out and just make sure that things are tight. But I have been so busy between trying to keep up with mowing with the rains and the fishing tournaments every weekend, and now I'm trying to get packed and get ready to roll out for Chickamauga, Tennessee. I'll be down there next week. I'm going to take my laptop. I'm not taking all my cameras and mic and stuff, but I'll take my laptop and try to do my live with the laptop down there. If that don't work, I'll have my phone and I'll just do my phone again. I won't be doing a trivia question next week, but anybody got anything they want to ask or talk about? Rose and like I said, Rose and them are tonight. I think they're on Fox Lake tonight. So, yeah. Well, that's bass fishermen, Rusty. All of our screws are loose in our heads of bass fishermen. We have to be to do what we do. You say that, and it reminds me. I got to bed Friday night at I think 10:30. Was up at 3. Went to Buckeye, fished Buckeye 8 hours. Come home, run and done a little thing. Got back home at 11. Went to bed. Got back up at 4. Went to Burr Oak. Fished 8 hours at Burr Oak, and come back home. And I'm a little bit tired tonight, but it's all right. But that's and when we go down there to Chick, that's the same thing. We'll go to bed at 10, 11 o'clock at night and fish every day, probably 8, 9, 10 hours, and then come tournament time, we'll be up probably 3, 4 o'clock headed to the ramp. But it'll be the last Toyota Series this year, so hopefully I can go down there and do some good. I'll be traveling with Andy Jeffers. I'm looking forward to that. And Jeff and his boy will be down there. We've got a house right on the lake, so we'll get to hang out and have some fun. And I really like Chick, so hopefully I can go down there and catch some fish and when I say Chick, it's Chickamauga. People don't know what Chickamauga, Lake Chickamauga in Dayton, Tennessee. So really looking forward to it. And like I said, I'll take my laptop and try to do a live from down there, either on the dock again or in the house, one of the two. So, but well, we might as well go ahead and do the trivia question. This is a good one. I don't. You guys might have to do a little work on this. I should have probably said it before. Once again, guys, it's just on Hook and Donkeys, Blueberry, 4-inch crawl dog. Okay, here is the question. How much older is Rick Clunn than his wife? How much older is Rick Clunn than his wife? His wife that he is married to now. What's the age difference? Steve Calder, you're not allowed to answer that. What's the age difference between Rick Clunn and his wife? Ain't nobody even trying yet. They must be trying to research it, ain't they? Hey, Carol. We're missing John on Wednesday nights. I know he's got some family stuff going on. I don't blame him, but we miss him on Wednesday night. How much older is Rick Clunn than his wife that he's married to now? I knew it was going to be hard. I had a hard time finding it. Close, Jeremy, but not yet. And no, you're close. Yes, Lisa. Lisa Kaiser. 22 years. Rick Clunn's wife is 22 years younger than him. Rick is 77 and she's 55. The story said that they met in New Mexico. And yeah, Carol, Dad didn't go either. Dad was scared of the storms. Well, he wasn't scared of the storms. He just said he was too old to go out and fish in high winds and rain. So, yeah, he stayed home last Wednesday too. But guys, too, all you Federation guys, get ready. We're going to have a meeting May the. Let me look here. At Jackson at the Ponderosa. I think it's May 7th. Let me double check that before I give the wrong information out. Yeah, Richard. Lisa Kaiser commented earlier and got it. So now, see, I'm glad I checked it. We're going to be at La Rosa's for the Regional 6 meeting May the 15th. And that's when I want I'll be doing the drawings and stuff, or we will be doing the drawings for the boaters, non-boaters, and taking entries and doing all that. If you guys can't come to that meeting, make sure I have the paperwork and the money. So when I get down there, I can put the people in. And you also can go, you can sign up just as a boater, but that don't guarantee you're going to be a boater or a single boater. Everybody's names goes in a hat, and every co-angler name will go in a hat, and I'll draw a boater and a co-angler, a boater and a co-angler until we run out of co-anglers, and then everybody else will be individual boaters. It's the first time this year that we've changed this rule, and I think it's really going to be a benefit to get members. And a lot of clubs struggle to get a co-angler to be able to go with them. So this opens up to let you get more people, more guys to be able to come and fish. So technically you could send, say you got 6 club members in your club that's got boats, you could send all 6 of them. But like I said, that's not guaranteed you're going to fish by yourself. Everybody's be drawn a name of a boater and a name of a co-angler until we run out of co-anglers, and then everybody else is boaters. And that's the same with the boat draw. The first boater drawed out is boat number 1. And then we just keep going down the line until we run out. So, but that's May 15th, and it's at La Rosa's in Jackson. And like I said, if you can't make it to the meeting, that's fine. Just get me the money and the guys, the people's names, so we can have everything to where we can draw and stuff. And because once that meeting's over, I've got to send the money off. There won't be no getting a hold of me later and saying, hey, I didn't know, I forgot, or all that, because I got to send the money to the state and get a checks and stuff back. So make sure you get it to me or Fred Redfern before May 15th if you can't make the meeting. If you just want to stop down and drop it off at the meeting, you can stop down and drop it off at the meeting. And let other clubs know in Region 6. And if there's other guys in other regions want to fish it, you can come fish it too. It's June 2nd on Belleville Pool out of Belpre. So, okay, guys, we're there at the time of almost 30 minutes, and I'm glad you guys was on here. Lisa, send me your address so I can send you these baits. Or wait a minute, maybe I'll see your husband probably tomorrow. I haven't seen him yet this week. Oh wait, today's only Monday, so I'm sure I'll see him definitely before Thursday. Okay, guys. I think I got everything touched on here. Trying to think if I had any other things. May 11th too. I just seen Jeremy here. May 11th is the youth. I think it's a high school fishing tournament at Alum Creek. So May 11th will be that tournament. If you got any youth kids that wants to go fish, high school kids wants to go fish, the Federation is on Alum Creek. I'll have more information on that before we get, we got a few weeks yet for that. Middle school. Okay, it's middle school. 8th grade and below. So anybody that's 8th grade or below, it's May 11th at Alum Creek. And get a hold of Jeremy Reese. He's the youth director. And let him know that you guys are going to be bringing kids up and going to fish at it. It'll be, you got to have a club. So make sure they're federated and all that. So, okay. Okay, Jason. I'll get some information and reach out to me and let me know, and I'll get you information on the high school stuff. I Yeah, get with me, Jason. Message me, and I'll find out, and I'll get you the information. Hey, John Campbell, what's up? We got the president on here, Dean Barnhart for the Federation. He just popped in. Okay, well, you guys, 30 minutes of rambling and got some tournaments in and stuff, and like I said, last call is at Seneca on May 5th, is Sunday. And Monday, I think they'll be at Lake Snowden because they're at Fox tonight. So, and then don't forget Wednesday nights we're at Snowden. Tune in next week, next Monday night. I will be live from Dayton, Tennessee, and Chickamauga. I'll have at least 2 days of practice in by then, so maybe I can give you an update of what's going on the Chick. So I will see you guys next Monday night. Have a good week, guys, and get out there and lean on some fish. See you later.